Hi, besties. How are you all doing? I am so glad to bring you another interesting story today. Do you believe that there might be a reason some people are so hot tempered and that they can actually change? In a small village in Africa, there lived a woman named Kiki. Kiki had a big smile that could light up a room, but she was not very happy. You see, Kiki had a problem. She hated men. Whenever a man came near her, she would yell and shout, pushing them away. Why do you fight men, Kiki? Her brother Chinedu would ask with a confused look on his face. Not all men are bad, but they can't be trusted, Kiki would reply, her voice loud and fierce. Though she loved her father and brothers, she couldn't help but feel angry at the men in her village. This made her feel very lonely, and people began to whisper about her. Look at Kiki, they would say. She's always angry. What is wrong with her? One day, she beat up a boy in her class because he mistakenly stepped on her. She beat him so bad that even the school teachers could not separate the fight until the boy lost his teeth. Kiki's mom died after giving birth to her, so her father was a popular visitor at the principal's office every school session. One day, a terrible storm swept through the village. The wind howled and the rain poured down like a waterfall. Kiki was at home, feeling scared. She thought about her family and how much she loved them. But suddenly, the storm became worse and she lost her father and her brother that night. Kiki was heartbroken. The sadness in her heart turned into anger, and she blamed all men for her pain. She felt that they could never understand her grief. After the storm, Kiki moved in with her auntie Ify, a kind lady who always tried to help her feel better. Auntie Ify, I don't want to see any man, oh, Kiki shouted whenever someone knocked on the door. Kiki, you need to let go of this anger, Auntie Ify said. It's only hurting you. But Kiki would not listen. She spent her days feeling grumpy and fighting with any man who dared to come close. Her reputation grew, and she became known as the angry woman of the village. One day, as she was about fetching water from the stream, a young quiet boy, Ikemefuna, tried to help her put the bucket on her head. Kiki immediately flung the bucket at him, leaving him with a swollen face. Auntie Ify was livid that night, but Kiki just stared at her like nothing happened. In her defense, every man was against her for no reason. Kiki also lost the few girlfriends she had because no girl wanted to have her as a friend. Kiki was greatly troubled, but she didn't have an explanation for her character. Auntie Ify too was troubled and could not sleep. One day, Auntie Ify decided to take Kiki to see a wise man named Pastor Obi, who was known for helping people find their happiness again. When they arrived, Pastor Obi smiled warmly. What brings you here, Kiki? He asked gently. I hate men, Kiki shouted, her voice filled with anger. Pastor Obi listened carefully and then looked deep into her eyes. Child, you are under a curse. This anger is not truly yours. It has been placed upon you. It's time to let it go. The curse was placed upon you by your mother's old friend who had so much bitterness for your mom and didn't want you to get married. Kiki didn't believe him. I'm not cursed. I just know how to stand up for myself, she replied. But Pastor Obi prayed for her, and as he prayed, Kiki felt a strange warmth surround her, washing over her like a gentle wave. When the prayer ended, Kiki opened her eyes and felt different. The anger that had filled her heart was fading away. Your journey begins now, Kiki, Pastor Obi said. You must learn to forgive and embrace love again, not just for your family, but for everyone around you. Kiki thought about his words as she walked home. The village, once filled with men she disliked, now felt different. She realized that she had been pushing away the people who wanted to help her. That night, Kiki sat outside her home, looking at the stars. For the first time in a long time, she felt a little hope in her heart. With her heart feeling lighter, Kiki decided to help the young girls in the village. She wanted to teach them about kindness, self-love, and treating others well. Listen, girls, Kiki began when they gathered under a big tree. You need to be strong, but you also have to be kind. Hatred will only make you sad. The girls listened closely, their eyes wide with interest. They saw Kiki not just as a woman, but a strong and brave woman who had changed her life. They were amazed at her transformation. Week after week, Kiki organized gatherings where they could play games, tell stories, and learn from one another. The girls loved spending time with her, and they began to see Kiki as a mother figure. One sunny day, a man named Emeka came to the village. He was kind and gentle, and he wanted to help his niece Ada, who was very shy and scared of speaking to others. Emeka approached Kiki, hoping she could help Ada. Please, Kiki, he said, my niece needs someone to guide her. I believe you can help her. I have heard so much about your story. At first, Kiki felt a rush of anger. Why are you here? I don't trust men, she snapped. But Emeka remained calm. I'm just trying to help. I believe you can make a difference in her life. Your story is unique, he said kindly. Kiki hesitated, but decided to give him a chance. Maybe this man was different. After all, she had been trying to change. When Kiki met Ada, she saw the fear in the girl's eyes. Ada was shy and often hid behind her uncle. Kiki remembered how she had felt when she was young, afraid and alone. You can do it, Ada, Kiki encouraged. You are stronger than you think. Let's practice together. With Kiki's help, Ada slowly began to open up. They started with small games and fun activities, and soon Ada was laughing and smiling. As Kiki and Emeka worked together to help Ada, they began to form a friendship. They would share stories and laughs, and Kiki found herself enjoying Emeka's company. As the last days went by, Kiki decided to organize a special talent show for the girls in the village. She wanted everyone to have fun and show off their skills. Let's celebrate our talents, Kiki exclaimed excitedly. The festive season is coming and the year is about to end. There is something you can do. You can dance, sing, or tell stories. Everyone can join. The village buzzed with excitement. The girls practiced every day, and Kiki felt proud of how far they had come. She even invited Emeka to help with the preparations. But just as everything seemed perfect, Kiki received terrible news. Her aunt Ify had fallen ill. Kiki rushed to her auntie's side, feeling scared and worried. Auntie Ify, please get better. Please don't leave me, Kiki cried, holding her auntie's hand tightly. I am here, Kiki. You need to be strong, Auntie Ify whispered. Remember, you have good people around you. Kiki nodded, but her heart was heavy. She didn't know if she could handle the talent show without her auntie's support. The night of the talent show arrived. The village gathered, filled with joy and excitement. Kiki watched as the girls performed, their smiles lighting up the stage. Ada stepped forward, her heart racing. I can do this, she thought. Remembering Kiki's encouragement, Kiki cheered for Ada, feeling proud of her progress. The villagers clapped and laughed, enjoying every moment. But in the back of her mind, Kiki worried about Auntie Ify. After the show, Emeka approached Kiki with a warm smile. You did it! You brought everyone together, he said. Kiki felt tears of happiness in her eyes. I couldn't have done it without you, she explained, feeling grateful. As the days passed after the talent show, Kiki found herself feeling more at peace. She continued to help the girls, and her friendship with Emeka grew stronger. They often spent time laughing and sharing stories. But one evening, Kiki received the shocking news. Again? Yes. At this time, Auntie Ife's condition had worsened and she needed to go to a special hospital in the city. Kiki's heart sank. She felt scared and lost without her aunt. What will I do without her? Kiki thought. Emeka noticed Kiki's distress and placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. You are not alone, Kiki. I'll be here for you. We can face this together. Kiki felt touched by his kindness. Thank you, Emeka. This means a lot to me, she replied, realizing that she could trust him. Kiki decided to visit Auntie Ife in the city. Emeka offered to go with her, and she gladly accepted. They traveled together, sharing stories and laughing along the way. When they arrived at the hospital, Kiki rushed to Auntie Ife's side. Auntie Ife, I'm here, she cried, wrapping her arms around her. I'm proud of you, Kiki, Auntie Ife whispered weakly. You have grown so much. Kiki felt a surge of determination. She realized she needed to keep moving forward, even in the face of fear. With Emeka's support, she could be strong for her aunt. During their time in the city, Kiki and Emeka began to explore the vibrant streets. They visited places together, met new people. Kiki felt alive and happy, experiencing a world beyond her. One day, they stumbled upon a community, a center that offered workshop for young girls. Kiki was inspired. We should bring this back to our village, she exclaimed. Emeka agreed, and they decided to organize a special event when they returned home. They would teach the girls new skills and encourage them to be brave. Kiki felt a sense of purpose. She realized that her journey was not just about her own healing, but also about helping others. When Kiki and Emeka returned to the village, they were full of excitement. They shared their experiences and plans with the girls who were eager to join. Together, they organized workshops and activities, teaching the girls about confidence, creativity, and teamwork. Kiki felt proud to see the young girls blossoming before her eyes. As Kiki spent more time with Emeka, she began to see him in a new light. He was kind, supportive, and always there when she needed him. She realized that she was no longer afraid of men. Instead, she had found a true friend. One evening, as the sun began to set, Kiki and Emeka sat together, watching the colorful sky. Kiki felt a flutter in her heart. Emeka, she said softly, thank you for being there for me. You've helped me change in so many ways. Emeka smiled warmly. You've changed too, Kiki. You're stronger than you think. You've brought so much joy to the village. Kiki felt a blush rise to her cheeks. I don't think I could ever feel this way about anyone, she admitted. Emeka looked at her seriously. Kiki, I care about you. You've shown me the beauty of kindness and love. Kiki's heart raced. She realized that she had let go of anger and found a place for love in her heart. I care about you too, Emeka said warmly. Kiki was so happy that she no longer allowed anger to take the better part of her. On the day of the celebration, the village was filled with laughter, music, joy, and everywhere was bubbling with excitement. Kiki felt proud as she watched the girls perform, showcase their skills dancing and singing with confidence. At the end of the event, Kiki stood up to speak. Thank you all for being here today. Love and kindness have changed my life, and I hope it will change yours too. I would not be here today if I did not let go of anger. Letting go of anger has given me the opportunity to find happy family with you all. I am glad to call you all my family, she said, her eyes shining with happiness. Emeka stood beside her, taking her hand. Together, we can make this village a wonderful place, filled with love and support for one another. The villagers cheered, and Kiki realized that her journey had come full circle. She had transformed from an angry woman to a beacon of hope and love. As the sun set over the village, Kiki felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She looked around at the smiling faces of the girls, the laughter of the villagers, and the warmth of Emeka's hand in hers. Kiki knew that her life had changed forever. She had learned that love was stronger than hate, and that by opening her heart, she could create a brighter future, not just for herself, but for her community. From that day on, Kiki became a mentor and friend to many. She continued to teach the girls about kindness, about bravery, and the importance of believing in themselves. And as for Kiki and Emeka, what do you think, my listeners? Of course, their friendship blossomed into love. Don't you like that about them? Together, they worked to create a village where everyone could thrive, filled with laughter, love, and friendship. Thank you so much for staying glued to the end. I am so happy to have you here. Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment in the comment section. See you next time. Bye.